All right, guys. So we had a little bit of a few roster moves here. Some good news. We went ahead and activated cornerback Darious Williams from IR, and we added two other players to the 53-man roster. So roster getting moved around a little bit with the acquisition. With our acquisition, pardon me, of one Von Miller, of which I am very, very stoked about. Not to get on a big tangent about Von Miller, but I'm still very, very happy that we got him. So, with that happening, we had to move some things around, as y'all know. So, moving on, our boy Darious Williams has been out for a while with a ankle injury, I believe, and he is now coming back. The LA Rams have designated cornerback Darious Williams for return after sitting out the last 3 weeks with the injury suffered against the Seattle Seahawks in Week 5. The news comes amid a flurry of roster changes for the Rams as they've waived Deshaun Jackson, placed two players on injured reserve, traded for Von Miller. So it's been busy. Been a busy week. Williams comes at the perfect time. I would agree with that. We now have more flexibility in the secondary. And he welcomes a future Hall of Fame pass rusher to his front seven. It's quite a compliment, and I believe that could be right. Von Miller is, I can't believe he's on our team. I honestly, like, guys, I honestly am still processing that we're gonna see Von Miller and Aaron Donald on the same line. I'm so stoked. Yo, let's get it. But moving on here, as y'all can see, so what do we got? Warren Jackson, wide receiver, was signed to the practice squad. As y'all know, we signed JJ Koshki. We signed Christian Roseboom again. I'm going to get to him here in a second. I'm very happy we got him back. And I would like to see him in some snaps at linebacker, maybe next to Ernest Jones. That could be a good combination there. But I hope, man, I don't want to lose him again. So designated for return, Darious Williams is coming back, our defensive back. That's our CB2. Very talented football player. He's one of my favorites. He was an undrafted free agent who grinded and worked his way to a starting role. Now he's one of the better cornerbacks on the team. Probably the best one on the team, except for Jalen, of course. So, happy to have him back. Williams, in the 5 games that he's played, has had 29 tackles, 2 pass defended, and 4 interceptions. Okay, so he has 29 tackles, 2 pass defended so far in this season, the 2021 season. But he had 4 interceptions last season and will be a free agent in 2022. Likely one who will be difficult to retain. That's going to be a bummer if we're not going to be able to retain him. But that's kind of down the road. We'll see what happens there. We just talked about Koshki a little bit in the last video. Tutu's going to be out. Let's see. Christian Rosewoom takes the spot previously occupied by linebacker Travian Howard, who is now on short-term IR. Mr. Howard here is suffering from a hamstring injury, and do not know how long he will be out. Short-term IR. That's at the minimum 3 weeks, I believe. So, it's a shame because I've heard good things about him, but he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. So it's just unfortunate. But we signed Christian Roseboom off the practice squad of Kansas City, as y'all know. It seemed like Christian Roseboom was having a good training camp, and I was kind of excited to see more of him. But the Rams placed him on the practice squad, and he got scooped up by the Chiefs. So That was kind of a bummer, but it would appear that he is now back. He's probably going to be joined for special teams depth with Travian Howard on IR for the immediate future. I don't know what the plans are for him once Travion gets healthy again. I'd almost like to stick with Christian because Travian Howard. I'm sorry, just never sees the field. I'm sorry, man, but we need guys who are not injury prone. I know that may sound cold. I don't like talking like that. I really don't. You know, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it is what it is, Travian. I haven't seen you play a lot. I just haven't seen you on the field, man. So, and when we have a possible Christian Roseboom who, okay, so let's get into some of his intangibles. He's from South Dakota State. He is 6'2", 230, big for a linebacker. I've always maintained our linebackers need to be more physical. I've seen good things from Ernest Jones. I'm very excited about him. I think he's going to be so good for us. I really do. So that was a good pickup. I believe we'll see good things from him, but he needs someone next to him who's just as aggressive as he is. And Roseboom, from all reports, is a tough, aggressive hitter who averaged 100 tackles in 4 college seasons. He ran a 4.740, and so he's not very fast when it comes to the NFL. That's a whole hell of a lot faster than me, I can tell you that much. He scored a 6.96 3-cone points to an ability to work well inside the hash marks. He garnered FCS All-American honors. A review of his film shows a high football IQ. I love that. High football IQ and instincts. He's edgy, 100% effort, so he's a hard worker, a nose for the football, and the ability to make big-time plays. This is good stuff right here. He's very smart. He's tough. He's big, and he has a nose for the football. I think that might get understated a little bit. Everyone looks too much like at his sideline to sideline speed, which appears not to be that fast. But this guy has a nose for the football. You stick him in the middle, and he can kind of gravitate his way to the ball carrier and hopefully lay the boom on him, dude. So I would really like to. I'd like to see what he looks like next to Ernest Jones. That's just me. But he's someone I really want to see more of. I doubt he actually will get a lot of playing time. He's probably just going to go on special teams. But, Christian, this is your opportunity to impress. Make them not want to take you off the 53-man roster. Okay? Because when Travian comes back, I don't know what the Rams are going to do. But I do think if you decide to put him back on the practice squad, someone else is going to take him. Or hell, Kansas City might take him back. Because Kansas City, they just got the brakes beat off them by Tennessee, man. They scored all kinds of points on them. So it wouldn't surprise me to watch them take a linebacker off of us in a desperate move to somehow shore up their defense. So this is someone I really want to see. But that's going to be it for right now. A couple of roster moves. Very excited. Our team's taking shape, and we got a good team, y'all. We got some good players on this team. So very, very excited to see how we will perform Sunday night against the Titans. Big game. Titans are very good. Should be a good one. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for now. I will catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.